Hello, artists! Today is the grand opening of the painting studio. You can find the painting studio near the back of the room. The brushes are on the top. Look at how many different types of brushes there are. Notice how they're organized. Each cup has its own type of brush. We have two types of paints. We've got watercolors and tempera cakes too. In this area, you can find the drying rack, messy mat, and the paintbrush hot tub. The only other thing you might need when painting is paper to paint on. The paper for painting can be found in the paper storage on the very bottom. There is long painting paper and short painting paper. Paint paper is thick and strong. Drawing paper, on the other hand, might rip if it gets wet. Every time you want to paint, you need to set up your painting space. Start with a messy mat, and then grab your paint and a paintbrush. Next, get some water. How full do we fill up the water? Now carry it carefully with two hands. You also need two paper towels and a piece of paper so that you can paint onto it. Don't forget a pencil too, and put your name on it first. Maybe you're worried about your clothes getting messy from paint. It's okay to borrow a smock. These plastic smocks are easy to put on. The hole in the middle just simply goes over our head, and now your shirt is protected. When you're done, be sure to hang the smock up nicely back on the rack where it came from. In our art room, we also have aprons. Now, these aprons tie, and it's hard to tie, and it's frustrating when they get in knots, so let's not even wear those this year. We have two types of paints. One is watercolor, so let's review how to use watercolor. The watercolors start out dry, which means we need water. We get our brush wet, and then gently wet the paint with just the tippy top of the brush. I like to pretend I'm tickling the paint and saying, "Wake up, paint, tickle, 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 wake up." Then the paint is awake, it's on my brush, and I'm ready to paint. It is important to know how to change paint colors. I'm using yellow, but I want to use green. So what do I do? Well, first, I rinse my brush out in my cup, making sure that my bristles are nice and clean. Then I can go to the next color and paint with that color. The other type of paint you can use is called tempera cakes. Tempera cake paints also start out dry and they need water. You need to use a wet brush to wake up the paint. Gently tickle the paint in a circle. Tickle, 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 wake up black paint. And then you're ready to paint. Let me show you what it's like when I don't go back and get more color. It starts to run out on my brush. There's no more black. Okay, changing to a new color. It's the same as watercolor. Rinse your brush and then wake up a new color. Tickle, tickle, blue. Tickle, tickle, wake up. And we're ready to paint. Now, if you notice, the tempera cakes don't have every color. So what if you want to make a new color? Well, we don't want to get the paints dirty. Instead, mix the paints right on your paper. Blue plus pink makes purple. See, I made my very own purple. And when you're done painting, we need to clean up. Remember, your wet artwork goes on the drying rack, paintbrush goes into hot tub, and quickly dump out your water. Put away your messy mat, and if your table is wet or has paint on it, take a paper towel to dry it off and wash it.